Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Dwarven Tavern. I am Dr. Jeff Goins, your host, now and forevermore. And right now, I'm going to do a review this traveler book called Specialist Forces. It retails for $49.99, and I've kind of adopted a policy, and I really like it. What I'm doing is I'm looking at the back cover of the book, because the back cover makes a promise to the reader, and this promise states what the book is supposed to do for you and for me and everyone who holds a copy of it. And specialist troops offer advantages the wise commander can exploit or prevent the enemy from making use of their own advantages. Anti-armor and anti-aerospace specialists level the playing field for other troops, whilst recon experts provide vital information and commandos take advantage of it. Specialist Forces, this book, and the second paragraph of the blurb is almost always what the book promises. And I like that. It's very predictable and understandable. Specialist Forces presents information on these experts, along with rules governing their functions and equipment for their use. Mercenaries hope they will never be confronted with chemical or nuclear warfare. Radiation in Travelers. It's an awful thing. The rules are explicitly horrifying when it comes to radiation. Anyway, but if they are this volume, no. Let's go back to the beginning of that sentence. Mercenaries hope they will never be confronted with chemical or nuclear warfare. But if they are, this volume has the necessary information. One day, I promise, I will learn how to read. It also covers the operations of specialist formations ranging from armored infantry to security formations and intelligence commandos, because nobody likes stupid commandos. The unit world of StarMex is also explored, with information on the operations and equipment undertaken by forces whose primary assets is a starship. Modules for converting a conventional ship to a mercenary transporter are presented, along with specialist mercenary tickets. And as we looked at in the last couple of videos, tickets are basically a mission assignment to your mercenary unit, your mercenary group, or, I mean, it doesn't have to be mercenary, but you can hire yourself out. You can be a mercenary without being mercenary. I mean, that works both ways, both entendres, as it were. The contents of this book are, of course, the introduction, specialist operations and special forces, combat specialists, reconnaissance and stealth specialists, engineering and heavy weapon specialists, protected forces, non-combat specialists, security and intelligence specialists, star mercs, boarding actions, and mercenary vessels and modules. So, this is, of course, all about the whole mercenary concept, which, if you consider mercenaries as just a group of people who they work for hire, murder hobos notwithstanding, you can get an idea that just about anybody can be considered a merc. You can flip burgers for a living and be a mercenary about it. Your specialist is whatever. So mercenary is labor for hire, essentially. And the mercenary campaign is basically most campaigns that I've played and refereed for. Sorry to say Dungeon Master, but I mean, I'm a Dungeon Master for all the games I've played. So, Special Operations and Special Forces cover capability traits and non-specialist units. Capability traits are capabilities that give you bonuses for it says here that they're often the product of intangible factors, which, you know, the intangible factors can be wide-ranging, being intangible. They are not tanged by external forces. Then you've got, you know, the combat specialist, anti-armor, and it gives a list of their weapons. The close assault, CQB, with their weapons and mobility, and commandos, and it just goes over a whole a plethora, a single plethora of possibilities, reconnaissance and stealth specialists, and so forth. My review is snipers and sharpshooters, which everyone loves a good sniper except for the ones being shot at. Engineering and heavy specialists. So anything that you like to do, you want to specialize in Traveler, you can do it. You can do it anyway, but this book makes it easier. That's the point. The book is it's $50, which is let's see here, shall we? 125 pages of very well written information and super cool illustrations, which this one is on page 126 is the the barracks module, where you just drop down a module that is in fact a barracks with sleeping quarters, stateroom, armories in the common area. Then it's got the ship's troops ready module, and platoon cold transport module, and so forth and so on. So it's got a lot of different modules that if you need to drop down a battalion of troops, you can do it super easy with deck plans. I mean, I'll show the illustration here. So yeah. Does this book keep its promise? I would say 100%. It makes the whole thing easier, and that's what we're about. We're about making, because the easier it is to set up, the better it is to play, and the easier it is to play, and that is in fact the entire point, is getting more game time versus setup time, right? So I think that this is a 5-ax must-have for any serious traveler enthusiast such as myself and many of you out there. I know love Traveler. I talked to a guy the other day who called from my health insurance agency and said that he was a relatively new gamer, and I was telling him about, completely derailed the conversation about health insurance, but he he completely derailed the conversation, be talking about Traveler to him. So I probably made another sale for him, even though I don't get kickbacks. That'd be super if I did, but I just love the game. And as I said in the videos before, it really can't be broken. I have tried. The only drawback that I have for Traveler is sometimes some things aren't covered in as deep detail as I would like to see. But there's a lot of there are a lot of supplements and fan submitted works that cover a lot of things. So yeah. Specialist Forces from Traveler, $49.99. Look it up, buy several copies if you can. Give them out to your friends. so they can be specialist forces and then go conquer. So, on behalf of the entire cast and crew of the Dwarven Tavern, I am Dr. Jeff Collins, your host to these somewhere around 10-minute videos. And we wish for you to want for nothing but adventure. And at first I feared it, then I charged. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.